Welcome back, guys, to Sensei and the Pupil. I am here with Sensei Cray and Sensei Devin, and we're going over the action-packed, fast-paced episodes of Mushoku Tensei, episodes 16 and 17, Core 2. So we come back from Cray's weird comment off camera. He said it off camera.
Never
so
happened.
It never happened. So we come back to Rudius' sisters, which was the comment, and Rejerd coming back and kind of, connecting back with Rudius. And
I thought he would be the only one that save us.
who, Rejerd?
Yeah, from this slow ass anime, but no, he left.
No, he just said hi and bye.
Yeah.
Ate some breakfast.
He ate some breakfast.
I thought he would save us, man.
He ate some breakfast and he had a little, run in with
Thought he fucking
Gotti
saved us.
Body. And you kind of sense some tension between them. Body Gotti's just swole as hell, just like, so that's how it is, huh?
It's kind of a huge tease, to be honest.
I mean,
They did tease it.
they did tease it, but they gave us a good little, the slice of information we got from that exchange kind of, gets me interested in, not just what's going to happen,
Call it a tease.
but what's already happened in the past.
It's a teaser, bro.
Because you find out that these guys are old. These guys are really old. Obviously, Demons, according to Roxy, she's 300 years old and
Something
still,
like that.
small.
Some hot.
Lolly. So they have history going way back to the Laplace War, which is Laplace is the demon god, and now is reincarnated into that little girl, the young queen.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Kirishina?
Yeah, she's
that right?
reincarnation. That's why she's like everybody's been waiting for her to come back, which is important to the story, I'm sure, later on. But they have a little exchange, and Rejerd is kind of like, oh, I didn't even know he was here. Which fucking Rudy's could have mentioned, hey, Body Gotti's here, as soon as you see him.
But why would he mention that?
Because spirits are hated throughout the entire demon continent.
Yeah, but he's also been dealing with his shorty.
Yeah, I understand
Sophie.
that.
He's not thinking about, the politics of, the gangland.
But you wouldn't mention, hey, just so you know, the Demon King's here.
I don't think so. Bodyguard doesn't even have
I don't think he knows. I don't think that he knows that they're beefing.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll give him that.
Bodyguard's not even that him like that. He's just a freaking teacher.
Dude, he took a nuke shot to the chest, or
Why would Bodyguard just
regenerated.
come by the house like that?
That's true. Well, I mean, he's a teacher now, so.
Yeah, but when you come to his personal house, that's kind of what is it? Getting some after school credit,
Bodyguard is acting way too human to be a demon god. Sorry.
No, he's not the demon guy. He's the king. It's the girl that's the reincarnation. Anyways, that's just a slice of information we got. A little teaser. So we go back to the family interactions. Norn, which is the daughter of
Paul.
Paul, right? Paul and his real mother, not the concubine. The real mother is Norn's. That's their offspring. And then you have
Aisha.
Aisha, is it Aisha or Aisha? Aisha. Okay, I thought it was like Aisha, but Aisha.
Whoa.
She has purple hair. All black anime characters have purple hair. Come on, I'm not wrong.
Concubine.
So Aisha is the daughter of Paul and the maid, which is not.
She's black.
She's not black.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
black.
did I miss? She had red hair.
She's not black.
She's darker though. So, anyways, so that's their daughter, and they kind of have a little interaction between Rudius and those three. Do I go to school? What are we doing here? Why are we here in the first place? And Aisha's just happy to see him because they bonded in the first core. But Norn has this issue with Rudius because the first interaction she's ever had with her brother is him on top of her father beating the hell out of him when he was kind of recovering. Yeah, he was pounding him. Pause. So she kind of has this fear and hatred towards him. She doesn't think that he's anything like her father. And Rejerd kind of reassures her, listen, he's not the guy you think he is. He's actually a very honorable warrior. And
imagine having a brother that you didn't grow up with.
That's true. And the first time you see him, you just see him hitting your dad.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
So how do you guys think that he handled the situation between those two? Because they're very different, obviously.
Very maturely.
I think so.
And seeing the contrast of how he handled it himself of being in Norm's position,
right,
and then handling it being the person kind of trying to be the one with the guidance and the leadership.
For a shut-in.
Yeah, so he kind of learned from himself.
Yeah,
and when you're in that position, he realized there's not even saying the right things is not not enough.
Because this guy has zero social skills. He's a shut-in coming into a second life, and he has to navigate. One, oh, my father cheated on my mother with this maid,
Yeah.
and now this is my sister. And also, oh, this is my other sister who I have to try to help out and send to school, but she hates my guts because
Yeah.
I beat the hell out of our dad.
Right, but he didn't know that either. You have to also take into account he didn't know what Norm was feeling. He's just trying to be a discipline. He didn't want to be a disciplinarian and then make these girls hate him.
Right.
That's why I said, okay, Norm, you can go live in the school. But honestly, I'm more upset with how Sophie treated it.
What do you mean?
Sophie,
Not her place.
huh?
Not her place.
No. Sophie had the when Ruth was talking to her right before the Smash session. So Sophie,
Yeah, no, that was hot.
Sophie,
She was all wearing that.
yes,
Yeah,
she
no,
was.
That's hot.
Sophie, what did she say? I put down here. She put Sophie said we should let Aisha and Norn make her own choice.
Right.
What are you doing?
They were holding hands.
I'm good.
Okay.
They should make their own choice. And I was sitting there like, yo, is Sophie a bad mom?
Is she though?
Is Sophie a bad mom? I let them make their own choice and they'll figure it out. What?
But okay, dude, that's actually the best advice you can give. Who are
Maybe.
you? Who are you? Come out of nowhere, the big brother telling both of them what to do when you've never been in their lives like barely for a few years, and now all of a sudden you want to run their lives.
Sometimes
One hates you.
Sometimes the best way to grow up is kind of letting them
Make your own choices.
letting them figure it out.
I get that with maybe 18-year-olds. These girls are like 12, 11.
Which is
guys.
wild though. Yeah,
That's why I'm like,
Okay, but like think of it like this. Also, is like in their world, you don't have to be 18 to be an adult.
true.
whoa.
Cray, you
Soon as-
weirdo.
whoa.
Cray, you weirdo.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait, no, but I'm looking at it from a point of perspective of like, hey, I'm in charge of make sure they're safe.
How old was Rudius when he went out on his own?
Oh yeah,
That's
he
a
was
good.
young.
That's a
He
good
was
point.
young.
That's a really.
But he was
good
also very powerful.
point. He was also with the freaking sword saint,
It's true.
Okay,
so he had
well,
protection.
okay, well they're protected by Rudius.
Maybe
That's okay.
he saw
Good one.
but he barely sees
Good
her in
one.
the school. That's why I'm like, I don't.
But the school is protected.
I would
though.
make them stay in my house.
Did you not see Rudius go into the classroom and stand up for her?
I did. But
Okay, she is protected.
how much does he
by
actually see
Rudius.
her?
And there's a difference between going to school and at an academy with protection walls, borders, and going out into like a demon continent
I
when
don't
you're like
know.
young age. Like just big difference.
If you can have a little slave dwarf living with you and nobody says a damn word, how safe is that school, huh? That little slave dwarf just lives there with homie, and nobody says
weird.
anything about it.
But
I don't know how
technically-
safe it is there.
Technically, she's actually like 100 years old. for
Not a
dwarf.
host, she can just live wherever she wants. I don't know how safe this school is, bro. I don't know.
When I'm traveling with the dragon god, I can do whatever I want.
But she's not
afterwards.
anymore.
Exactly.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't know. She's with Rudius. Rudius is taking care of her. He's taking on that responsibility.
Why do we think there's no creeps in this school? Why is this school such a saintly
Apparently,
place?
the only creeps
Even-
are like cat people and
Yeah.
dog women.
Dude,
She had her panties stolen like nothing.
We don't know if she did.
But people have their panties stolen. This is a safe place all of a sudden? I don't know.
But bullying is accepted in this school, obviously.
okay, dude, but like you can you see that Rudius expects
Yeah.
whenever he went into the classroom and was like, did she make you get undressed and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
spank you or whatever it was?
That was
like
weird.
so like he I was like, huh?
Which is
Okay.
weird because he was talking about the normal world, which is like our world.
Yeah,
That
so
was
like,
weird.
so you can kind of see like, there's weird stuff that goes around, but like he is still going to be there to protect her, like no matter
Right.
what.
And I thought the
weird
teacher's
stuff she
reaction
goes
was
through.
priceless.
I-
What? No!
And Rudius is
Yeah.
also respected throughout the whole
He's
entire
feared,
academy.
yeah, he's feared.
That's
so-
true. I just thought Sophie's saying let them make their own choice at 11 years old is a bad choice. That's a
But what are
mom.
the choices, though? The choice, like, obviously her saying that they already knew what the choices were.
Sophie, if your kid
Clean
does
my
that,
house, stay
Check
and
it
be
out.
a maid, and then go to school. Those are the only choices they really
Aisha needs to
had.
know her bloodline is a concubine maid, and I'm
She
glad
was so
she knows
happy.
that.
She was so happy
Yeah.
cleaning windows. I know
That's funny.
That's teach them young. So we go from there. They made their choices. They're in school. You see Rudius kind of trying to help Norn, because Norn is basically the main focus of these two episodes.
Yeah.
Trying to integrate back not only in school life but also in his life as his younger sister. Because like I said, she hates him. I guess we're kind of
No, just combine them because it's all one. It's basically one big episode. To be honest.
honestly, yeah. So we go back to Norn trying to integrate back into Rudius' life as his little sister, and you kind of see her going a little, get more used to him because he's trying to be as soft as he can with her, letting her stay in the dorms by herself, going to school, making her own decisions. He's even telling her, hey, like, brush your teeth, like, trying to be a good brother to her. Brush your teeth, before and after when you wake up. Do your homework. Do all these things, but please come home once a week, every 10 days. And she's like, why? Well, because I worry about you. And that kind of opened her up like, okay, this dude is, caring about me. He's not the person
Maybe he
I
is an
thought.
okay guy.
Right. He's not the person I thought he was. He doesn't just beat the hell out of my dad. He also, wants to take care of me. So we continue from there. And like Devin said, Norn is missing from her classes. And Rudius takes notice because he worries about her. And he does something that every big brother should. He tries to figure out who's trying to bully her because he's went through that before.
Is that what yours did?
What? Oh no, he did something totally different.
Is that what yours did?
Wait, do what?
Well, wait, were you bullied?
Your big brothers. Did they go and try to find out, who was messing with you guys?
Did you?
I'm the big
No,
brother.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Not what I heard.
How'd that work out?
Well, I beat up my brother for them. Just kidding.
So he tries to figure out what's happening with Norn because he suspects the worst. He's like, oh, someone must be bullying her because he's basically projecting what happened to him into this world, which is totally different now because he's the big boss at school. So he like I said, he goes to investigate what's happening with Norn, and he finds out she's not really being bullied. It's just the fact that she's being compared to him at every turn. Oh, be more like your brother. Oh, it's okay. You'll get it like your brother did. And she's feeling so overwhelmed about this, kind of feeling his shoes in a way, that she's not going to be good enough because already her scores were not so good.
And I feel like not only just like not feeling like she was good enough, but also she hates her brother at this point, and everybody else loves her brother, and she's having a hard time
like reconciling that.
Yeah, exactly. How can everybody else hate him, but how can everybody else love him and adore
he's such
him?
a piece of shit.
But yeah, exactly, and I hate him.
Every time I see him, he's with different women.
Yeah,
he's making these girls steal panties. And
dude,
every little thing she's seeing is the wrong.
It's out of context, right?
It's like a rom com. Like I'm just seeing you do the bad stuff all the time.
And Rudy is like has to come to this realization that damn, it's kind of like it's my fault, like I'm setting up. Huh?
For being so awesome, right?
Yeah, I mean, but he's kind of setting, like, he doesn't mean to, obviously. It's a school that's setting this expectation for her to, like, match his, genius and power and all that. And she can't because she's, she's not as good as him.
Well, the other sister's kind of doing it, huh?
I mean, she's cleaning.
Yeah, but she aced her scores and everything to where she didn't have to go to school.
She's smart. That doesn't mean she's, like, a genius mage.
Norman's going to be nothing.
We don't know that.
I don't think
she could be a sword saint. We don't know.
She should just be a wife.
Dude, you're weird.
She should not.
I mean, eventually, hopefully, they both like grow up and become part of the story.
Rudy's wife.
Oh wow! Wait, that's not even.
Keep the bloodline pure.
I mean, all right. Anyways, yeah, cut that.
All right.
So, having found this out, Rudius makes a plan to sneak in and talk to her because she's been in her room for days, and so. He makes his plan. He gets the aid of the princess. She gets his speech going, and he sneaks in with the help of his two followers,
Persinia.
Lyricinia, yes. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Some bullshit.
So they help him sneak into her dorm room, and he kind of has this like flashback moment of when he was a shut-in, and his older brother, tried to help him out, and And I appreciate this part of the episode because although both episodes were slow and they didn't give you much, they gave you a lot of backstory into how Rudius used to be in his former life,
Definitely introspective, which we haven't got much of. We've been kind of getting like him for dealing with Sylphie or like seeing his sister, but like to get this...
I appreciated it.
Yeah, it was weird too, kind of seeing the old him.
Right. Oh, as a fat version of him?
Yeah, I don't remember the old him. It's just weird to see that and to remember. Okay, wait a minute, this guy is a loser still. He was.
Well, I mean, kind of on the inside, he kind of still is, and he has to like kind of contend with those two things. That he used to be this loser, and now he's a genius in this world. I
feel like he's gonna get brought back to his world, guys.
I hope
I don't want that to happen, but I
think they just show the different worlds to kind of show the contrast of his character,
right?
Of who he was, and then
versus who he is.
And who he is now, and kind of how he's learning from who he was back then.
True.
All of these things are they kind of have to go back to the
world.
I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
I will give you the fact that I think Nanahoshi is going to go back. Because he even said as much, if she figures out a way to go back, I want to give her a message to give it to my brother. And I think eventually we will see a complete magic circle, her saying goodbye, and him
And-
giving a message.
And then her
No.
leaving, and then him going,
No,
oh, guys, Jumanji, it's happening!
I hope
Just get
not.
sucked in.
I hope not. I hope it's an ancillary character that we don't care about, like the dwarf girl or.
I think he's probably gonna end up waking up from a dream and then,
Dog.
like,
Well, I'll be so fucking pissed.
Yo,
Don't say that.
yo, I'm going to Mile and rating this a 1. if
So,
that happens.
so the episode ends on him kind of having this flashback of him being a shut-in and his brother trying to talk to him, and he internalized that and says, "Listen, I don't want to do the same thing my brother did. Like, obviously, he cared about me and he tried to get me out of the room."
said
but-
all the right things.
Said all the right things, but that's not going to work here. Like, I got to talk to her differently. And he does. He gives her a nice, heartfelt speech. Like, I just want the best for you. Like, regardless of what you do, like, I'm going to be here for you. I care about you. And, you know, she has, like, her little young girl moment, and she just breaks down for a second. And I appreciate the fact that she kind of does this on her own. She doesn't really reprimand him or explain anything. She just
Yeah.
gives him a hug, figures it out on her own, because she kind of sees
Yeah.
her dad in that moment, him being like a drunkard, like missing his wife, making mistakes, leaving her at the damn room by herself just to get drunk and, you know, whore around with that one girl, which I don't blame him.
Oh, yeah.
She was stacked.
All of his girls are stacked.
Yeah. So we kind of see that little moment of, hey, he's just like my father. He's just misunderstood, but he's a really good person and he's honorable. So we go on from there. Everything's fixed pretty much by itself. He sees Nanahoshi now. He's like, oh, Rudy is, you know, and then she's still kind of like timid and quiet, but she's going forward and moving on with her own life, making friends.
Did something happen at the very end?
Not
You
really.
said- I think you said something about watch after the credits. Did you say that or no?
No. Well, I mean, we can get into that the next episode is titled Turning Point Part 3,
Oh.
which Craig mentioned. Every episode that's been titled Turning Point has been like a huge, major. What was the first one?
So the first one was actually the teleportation, I believe, where they teleported out to the demon continent.
Okay.
The mass teleportation.
And the second one was when they fought Orsted, and they
Yes,
saw
yes.
Nanahoshi for the first time. That was a
Correct.
huge episode. So badass.
So this turning point should go crazy.
Halfway through the season, guys, and we're going to get some good stuff, you know? Hopefully.
If it doesn't go crazy, we might just review
No,
this
no, no,
one
no,
more
no,
time
no, no,
5
no,
weeks
no,
from
no,
now.
no. We're going to keep going. We're going to slog through it because it will get better. Everything gets better. But since in the pupil, we'll see you next episode. We're out.